Okay, so first things first, let's talk about technique. Technique is basically getting a really consistent set of tools for us to taste our wine. If we're tasting the wines exactly the same way every single time, we're gonna get super consistent results as we taste wines. And then maybe even one day you might even get into a stage where you're super consistently blind tasting wines. So I'm just gonna basically take you through all of the items that come together to make us really appreciate a wine. So, first of all, I'm going to quickly talk about sight, but also the tasting glass. Where possible, try have a glass that's a bit wider at the bottom than it is at the top. That tapered nose coming in towards you helps bring the flavors towards the nose. Really, really important. If you don't have it, it's fine. We can taste wines out of a mug. But obviously the accuracy and the consistency that we're going for might not be there. So where possible, have a glass that's wide at the bottom, taper towards the top. I'll go ahead and pour some of the good stuff. So another important thing about sight is the color of the wine. In order to determine the color of the wine really accurately, I always have a white background so that I can look down through the wine just to see if the color's nice and consistent. Is it darker in the middle and gets lighter to the edges? Is it a deep golden color or is it a dark red color? All across the color spectrums, all of that will tell you a little bit more about the wine. Now we're getting a little bit closer to the stuff that I really enjoy doing. Let's get the nose involved. The nose is home of your olfactory senses. So your olfactory gland, I think it is, olfactory is where you record all smells and tastes. And you're able to recognize so many different compounds, so many different flavors through the smelling of the wine. This is where some weird wine traditions come alive. If you lift up your glass and just hold it to your nose, get a good smell. Try get as much flavor as you can. Try figure out what am I smelling? Is it tropical? Is it citrus? Is it stone fruit? But now I want you to give your glass a swirl. Try and incorporate as much oxygen into that glass as you possibly can. Bang! It should make a really big difference. By us swirling the glass of wine, we're basically turning up the volume on all the flavors that are going in there. It's really just cranking up the flavor and cranking up what you can expect to find in the glass. Also, don't be shy. Get your nose in as deep as you possibly can. Try and inhale as much as you can. And then after we've had a look at the nose, now we've got to talk about how the wine performs on the dance floor. The dance floor is your palate. On the dance floor, this is where you want to get the wine to coat as much of your palate as possible. The sides, the gums, all parts of your tongue, to register everything that's going on in the wine and to make a good evaluation of the wine. As I do this, I'm gonna suck in a little bit of oxygen. This is the beauty about tasting wine at home, because at least as you suck in that little bit of air, no one will be there to watch you dribble. So, next move. Ooh, delicious. That, my friends, is how we're gonna go about tasting wine from now until forever. I'm gonna have a quick look at the color. Then we're gonna give our wine a swirl. And then we're gonna have like a good inhale. Try and sniff as much as you possibly can. Then the fun part, getting it on the dance floor, figuring out whether you like the flavors, whether you like the textures in your wine. And those are the building blocks of how to taste wine.